Hey guys, welcome to Cook with Nancy. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this cranberry orange scones. This is a cranberry season, why not to put them in baking? This is very easy recipe and very simple to make as well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now, that way you don't miss on upcoming videos. Let's get started with this beautiful orange and cranberry scones with orange glaze. To start off, here I have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour in a large bowl and half a teaspoon salt. To this I'm also going to add half a cup of sugar. Sugar you can actually adjust as per your taste. Half a teaspoon baking powder, half a tablespoon orange peel powder or fresh orange zest. Now I actually make a powder of my orange peels, so I have this always in stock, but if you don't, you can always use the fresh orange zest. Go ahead and combine them and set it aside. In another bowl I have 1 egg. This is a room temperature egg, and I'm going to just gently whisk it. Don't need to overmix them. Just gently whisk it, and then I'm adding half a cup of buttermilk, homemade buttermilk. If you want to know how to make homemade buttermilk, let me know in the comments below, and go ahead and mix them well. Here I have 2 to 3 tablespoons fresh orange juice. It's always preferred to use fresh orange juice over the store-bought orange juice. Go ahead and mix them. I'm adding 1 teaspoon vanilla extract for the flavor. Mix it well. Now set this mixture in the refrigerator to be nice and cold. Here I have 1/3 of a cup cold butter that is frozen. I actually froze it for a couple minutes, so make sure your butter is nice and cold. Now go ahead and grate it into a small grater, or even cut into small cubes. Go ahead and combine them until it is nice and sandy in texture, so the flour looks something like a crumble. Now once that is done, you can go ahead and bring the cold mixture from the refrigerator and add it to the wet mixture and just form a gentle dough. You don't want to overmix it, just make a dough that just comes together. Once that comes together, go ahead and sprinkle some flour on the work surface and place the dough on the work surface. Just flatten it out a little bit. Here I have 1 cup of fresh cranberries. I actually popped it in the freezer for a couple hours, around like an hour probably. That's optional, but it would be better. It will not stick, it will not be squishy. But if you want to even use frozen, that's totally fine. And I actually chopped them a little bit, but if you want to use the whole, that's also fine. Just go ahead and gently combine them and fold it into the dough so that it evenly distributes into the flour. And once it is evenly distributed, just go ahead and give it a nice round shape and then flatten it out using your palm. And again, if you want to add some flour to sprinkle it over, just go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to just make it a nice thick round disc, and I'm going to transfer this into a parchment paper that is lined on the baking tray. Cut them into equal triangle shape. You can actually make into a circle. It's totally up to you which shape you want your scones to be. And I'm going to just cut them, and I'm going to space it out a little bit. It's not going to double in size, but I don't want them to be sticking together, so just a little bit space between each of the pieces would be fine. And I'm going to just brush it with some buttermilk on top. Now I will also refrigerate this for 20 minutes, and then I'm also preheating my oven at 375, and I'm going to bake this for 30 to 35 minutes until the edges are nice and golden brown. To make a glaze, here I have 1 cup of powdered sugar. To this I'm adding 1 tablespoon orange powder or a zest, and 3 to 5 or even more orange juice. It depends totally depending on the consistency that you prefer. You can just add little bit at a time until you reach the desired consistency. If for any reason it is too thick, add more juice, or too thin, add little more powdered sugar. That's how you adjust the consistency. And the scones are beautifully browned. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit before I add the glaze on them. Now as you can see, it's beautifully risen. That's exactly what we are looking for, and it's not too browned and just perfectly done. At this point, it's nicely cooled down a little bit, and I'm going to just put the glaze over as needed, and you can serve them. This holiday season, this is a perfect time to make these scones because cranberries are fresh in season, and this is the perfect time to make this kind of recipes. And also it's a holiday season. I hope you enjoy watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know. I will see you soon in my next video. Till then, take care guys. Bye.